Okay? All right. This bridge project was a little different than some we do because they took it completely in little pieces. Normally they pick it up and set it off to one location and we redo it. We have to de-lead it before they do any kind of work on it because most of the contractors don't have a de-leading compliance plan, so we have to comply with OSHA, EPA, and everybody else that's involved. By doing this particular bridge, we took it off and built a booth with a metal decking floor in it to blast and paint all the pieces and prime them before the contractor did his work on them. Therefore, complying with all the regulations, disposing of the waste accumulated 100%. The painting of the bridge is important because you have to have a little integrity. There's so many little cracks and corners and crevices that need to be painted with each coat of paint to preserve the painting system for a number of years and not have any rusting anytime soon. Okay. This particular bridge and all bridges, normally you use a historic color. This one is a dark federal blue color, and it's one of the historical colors. They didn't have many pigments back then. They didn't have red bridges, orange bridges. They were burnt red, black, dark blue, and that color. Process now is we have to go back after everything is done to make sure there's no nicks or cuts in the paint system so it doesn't fail prematurely.
Anything unexpected on this bridge project?
No, like I say, when we started the project, we didn't realize they were going to take it in little pieces. Therefore, we had to blast the paint everything 100% because all back-to-back metal pieces will be reinstalled. They have to be painted between the coats so you don't have the rust bleeding coming out. It makes it easier, obviously, by taking it off and setting it to a side location, not having to do it to contain it over the creek bed. We've done a lot of them like that too. It's just a little more difficult, and you have to have an engineer design for the stress of the bridge because these bridges aren't as heavy built. They're adequately built, but the added weight we add to them sometimes isn't what it was designed for. So we have to have an engineer design showing it don't take the load. If we would have done it in location. Other than that, we were lucky there was a lot of rain, so we didn't have many time delays. These bridges like this, like I say, here in Texas, you have to be a member of SSPC, which is a certified organization that shows that you're an upright contractor and that you take all the precautions to preserve the bridge. So they want the owner won't have to come back and do it again in 5 or 6 years. This bridge is in this location 40 to 40 years without any kind of a decay because they don't add salt or anything here. So this bridge will be here for a long time, and the coating system that we put on it is a urethane finish, so it'll have a good, pretty finish for quite some time. We did a little hand detail on the side to do a little extra for the contractor to make it look good and historical for them.
Thank you very much.